Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Roll of Adventure, where mayonnaise is in fact an instrument. My name is Zalora, and I am your dungeon master today, tomorrow, and always. Welcome back to episode 17, Reap What Is Sown. Allow me to introduce the players, starting with D.
Hi, I'm D. I play Teo, the resident warlock of the party. I'm gonna pass it on over to Josie.
Hi, I'm Josie. I play our artificer and sometimes engineer. I'm gonna pass it on over to James.
Hi, I'm James. I play Zylar, our ranger. And I'm going to pass it over to Briston.
Hi, I'm Briston. I play Persephone, our sorcerer water genasi. And I'm going to pass it over to... They actually haven't introduced us, so I don't even know how to say your name. I am so sorry.
We're horrible people.
All right.
You're right. I'm so sorry.
We talked that whole time leading up to this, and I'm realizing I never heard how to say it.
The dulcet
Okay, I'll say it
tones
wrong.
newest party member, or newest cast member. Please introduce yourself.
I am Zatel. I play Revan Vess, the upcoming rogue.
Yes, who will be introduced shortly. And as always, we also have Alucard, who plays our monk Bind, who is not here today. Lost in space once again.
We left her in the ship charging.
If someone forgot to take her out of the charging station.
You mean she doesn't just come with us? She's not automated with that? We have to remember that?
You have to bring the extension cord and the battery pack. It's a whole thing.
It's a thing. Okay. Okay.
Should invest in carrying.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Put a little candle. Anyway, last where we left off, the party started a new job. They learned of the presence of a new artifact on the agricultural planet of Sykar. However, they've learned that Sykar has stopped their grain imports for the past 2 years in general, and things have been kind of radio silent. The scouting team that went in did not return, sending a single report that does not match protocol saying that there is presence of the artifact. Send a team now. With that ominous, vague message, the team, the Outsiders, is sent out once more on a job, a 5-day journey through an asteroid field, where they fought off some pirates, and now they are in orbit of the planet Sykar. What was once a lush green agricultural planet looks brown and dim from orbit. They also found the Saber branded ship that is the scouting team's dead in the water in orbit. When they sent a ping, what they got back was a return communication. A return communication of a distress beacon. And that's where we'll pick up session. But we're not actually going to start with the party on the bridge of their ship. Revan, it's been days since your team left. You were given the vague orders of hold down the fort, listen for reports, send things out. You know, the usual scouting team duties. They left, by your estimation, some 7, 8, 9, 10 days ago. They took the only lander as well, leaving you essentially stranded on your ship. You don't have the magical capacity needed to fly the ship. The power is just enough to keep systems running, just enough to make sure the oxygen pocket stays refreshed, just enough to where you aren't on a dead vessel in space. It's the boredom that is bad here. Every time you do your duties as a scout of Saber Corps, you send the communication down to the lander, to the team as expected for the daily reminders, but you don't get nothing back. The only thing you heard back was that first day when they sent you the report, artifact presence found, send team, for you to send onwards to the Saber Corps HQ. You didn't get a return message when you sent it off to the HQ. You could only hope that the message was received and that a team was sent out. But for the time being, with no communication from your team and no communication from the company that you work for, you check one last look outside the windows and you don't see another ship in planet Sykar sits ominously in your viewport. What do you do?
Well, not a lot to do. My experiments of growing potatoes in my own feces did not work out well. Turns out you also need soil for that, so I think I'm just going to go to bed.
Excellent. And for what has become your routine in the past couple of days, weeks, you're unsure. The chronometer has always been broken on your ship, and every single work order to fix it has been ignored. You set the distress beacon to passive, and you go and you turn in for once another night of sleep. Back on the Cannon's Cavalcade, you guys are on the bridge, and you're seeing the flying fish ship. It has the livery and heraldry of a scout vessel of Saber Corp. And when the communication ping went out to hail, you got the passive distress signal back. It's a typical, there are those alive on the ship, in need, so on and so forth. Preliminary scans from the rest of the bridge crew show that there's nothing wrong with the ship. It's actually running in a low power mode. It had, this type of vessel has been fitted to have one lander. The lander is not there. And yeah, for all intents and purposes, the ship looks fine. But there's still the distress signal. On the bridge, Captain Blackwater turns and looks towards all of you. So, what do you want to do?
Did you see the planet looks brown?
Yes, it looks like that kind of summer into fall. Like the green is slowly turning brown. Like you can still see patches of green here and there, but it definitely looks like it's browning more.
Okay, so it kind of looks like it's going into winter.
Yeah, that kind of thing where you're past like the bright like oranges and reds and yellows of fall and going right into the brown.
Well, I think we should, and this is Eladine speaking, I'm sorry, I don't do voices. I think we should check out our ship first, see what we need to do. I mean, the scouting ship first, and see if there's any clues on there as to what's going on the planet before we land.
Do you think that our landing ship or docking ship would be able to fit in their dock of that abandoned ship?
Or is there like other ways?
Because their lander, we can see that their lander is not
ship.
there.
Yeah, so the Cannon's Cavalcade is a larger class galleon.
So our docker won't, or our lander won't fit in their dock where their lander goes.
Absolutely. The flying fish is like much smaller compared because it's built for speed and movement versus what Captain Blackwater is a former pirate, former heavily armed pirate, as you've witnessed when you guys took on the Hammerhead ship.
Yeah.
However, he can easily maneuver the ship, or the ship can easily be maneuvered to where the gravity planes sync up, the oxygen pockets share, and you can just kind of space jump between the two.
That's what I was more thinking.
Okay. So we do have a way to get over there that we know is safe.
Yes.
Persifa, you want to go check out an abandoned ship with us?
I guess I could put my book down.
You guess you could put your book down?
Teo? Haunted abandoned ship?
I mean, it's the least scary thing we've done in the past couple weeks.
Maybe this one hasn't been attacked by pirates who will sabotage the main board, Maybe not.
Yeah.
As long as there's no weird smells, I'm down.
All right, first thing we do is we check out for smells.
All right. The Cannon's Cavalcade maneuvers in, and similar to how they, just 5 days ago when you guys came across that sabotaged wreck, the crew does the usual. They take the harpoon guns, they fire the wires over, the harpoons embed into the hull, giving you guys kind of hand over hand lines you can use to get over easily, so you don't miss the jump and go hurtling off into the void of space. And with everyone, the crew stands by, and you guys make your way to the top of the vessel. And you
I'll go
land,
first.
and you see there's a hatch. Yeah, you pop
I'm
up
just
the hatch. It's
gonna-
very easy.
Before we go into the hatch, I'm going to knock on top of it. 3
Why are
times.
we knocking? Let's go.
Revan,
I
how
get
deep
yelled
is
at
your
when I
sleep?
don't do.
Oh, Revan is completely passed out.
Okay, you knock 1, 2, 3, and there's no response.
I want to smell, like take a sniff.
Did you open the hatch, or are you
Yeah,
still outside the ship?
I open the hatch after
Okay.
I knock.
You open the hatch, and Zyla, you take a whiff,
It smells like shit.
and yeah,
Oh,
smells
like
does
smells
he
like
die in here?
smells like an open chamber pot.
Are they?
Mm,
Ooh,
God,
that's not a
what is
good.
this?
There might be a dead body in here.
Yeah, there might be multiple dead bodies here.
Usually, that's what that smell sounds like. And so I kind of put my air pocket bubbler
Yep.
thingy on.
Smart, smart.
You all clap your air bubble necklaces, and they giving you all your little helmets.
God,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
better.
not gonna smell that. Yeah, so I basically just want to start doing a sweep of the ship
Mhm.
to see if there's any people in the main area, and then we can see if there's like anything that we can loot as well. But like, is there a captain's log anywhere?
Let me. What I'm going to do real fast is send you all. Well, we did
A
last
map?
time. The map, the layout of a typical flying fish. There we go.
Yes. All right. So, yeah, we've got the main deck, and we go down.
From where you
Into-
entered, you would basically be kind of close to the bridge.
Okay, yeah. So that's where I would want to go anyway. Is
Yeah.
straight to the bridge.
Investigate the
Mhm.
bridge.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you make your way to the bridge, and it's typical spell jamming setup, similar to the wreck you guys had, but it's much more spacious because a flying fish is a bigger ship than a wasp. And the helm is there. A cursory glance, you can tell that it's in good condition and it's not sabotaged. And as you kind of look through maps and charts and navigation, everything looks pretty on the up and up. Actually, things look fine. Doesn't look like there has been a conflict or anything going around. You do notice that the communications array that all Saber Corps ships are equipped with is not lit up except for what would be the distress signal, which has been set in passive, that's what you guys picked up on.
Can I see how long ago the distress signal started?
Yeah, you easily done. It's not complicated. You dig through the communication array logs, and you pull up a couple things here and there, and you realize about 10, actually, about more probably like 8 days ago was when the beacon first started.
Okay.
I'd like to fiddle with the communications, see if we can hail our own ship, get in
Yeah.
contact with them,
Yeah,
not just through that.
you don't need to fiddle. You simply just hail your ship. The ping comes back, and you hear the captain go, "Everything good over there?"
So far seems abandoned. Do you guys want to get in position to drag this back?
We can.
Are we towing it, or do
start
we
setting
wanna
up
fly
some
it?
tow lines? I mean, if the ship's in good condition and it's not sabotaged, we can set up some tow lines to bring it back when you're finished with your job on planet side. We'll
For sure.
start getting into position while you sweep the rest of it, and then go from there.
Aye, Captain.
Also, and you hear like a distinct click as he seems like swap channels to like the not officially main channel. Did
Yeah.
you find any evidence of my nephew?
No people yet.
There's an awful smell on board.
And we're gonna
Haven't
go
found a
check that
source
out
of it yet.
next.
Unsettling. All right. Well,
Elodine just turns to Teo. We didn't need to tell him that yet.
I'm just
What if
reporting
his
what we've
nephew's
seen so
on
far.
the ship or on the planet?
How's your nephew's hygiene?
Pretty well, as far as I'm aware. I know that if there's anything I know about my sister is that she's a slight germaphobe and clean freak, and would probably. I'm not going to get into my familial matters. He's fine.
Okay, so not the smell that we're smelling, or smelled. Smelt.
Smelt.
I'll
Smell?
leave you to the smell then.
Smelled.
We'll get into position to start towing. And he,
Thank you, Captain.
Captain Blackwater out, and he cuts the channel. And then out of the viewport, you start to see like the cannon's cavalcade. Some of its thrusters come on, and it starts to like maneuver slowly. And you see a slight activity on the thing as they start to bring out tow lines and such. So.
All right, so yeah, I just want to go. Maybe since there is the 4 of us, we just go 2 by 2, going into kind of each room on this floor back, and then we go down to the cargo.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys all, pair off and start checking everything thoroughly, scanning, looking through everything. I'm not going to make you checks because this is a pretty stock standard ship. There's nothing off about it, aside the smelly smell. And you guys, what you determine is the ship is well lived in. There is distinctly no signs of combat, boarding action, invasion, nothing like that. You check the ammo counts of their weapons, and things are still strapped down. The ammo still matches what is on the log, like the weapon maintenance logs. Everything looks fine. Like for all intents and purposes, compared to the wreck you found at the start of this journey, this ship looks like it's completely fine. And aside from the lack of crew, nothing is wrong. That is until you come to one of the crew quarters. And as you push open the door, you see a form on a bed.
First thing is I'm gonna pull. I was gonna say I'm gonna pull out one of my rocks, my little bag of rocks, and just start throwing it at the form.
Can we check for breathing? See if there's anything with that.
Pull out a mirror.
I'll say you guys can go ahead and make a medicine check.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, medicine check with my rocks.
Oh. Okay. 21.
I rolled a 17.
Well,
That guy's dead. I rolled an 11.
I agree.
All right.
I agree. He's dead.
Revan, if you can please describe your character in the context of what they'd find with a medicine check.
Yeah, so you see what appears to be a dead body. He's got very pale, sallow skin. He's dressed kind of well in like studded leather. Seems to be missing an arm, and doesn't really seem to be breathing. Is just kind of laying there in a bit of a weird position.
So we were wrong. There is definitely some dead people. Probably where that smell is coming from.
I'm gonna just turn him
What does
over real
Revan
quick
smell
just
like?
to make sure.
Yeah.
How is
Well, we
Revan
can't
hygiene?
smell Revan. We've got our masks on now.
You're right. You have the air bubbles.
As soon as Teo touches him, though, the corpse kind of snaps to attention and goes like, "Whoa, hey,
Oh, hi. You're alive?
Elodine immediately lights a fire in her hands, like
As a,
whoa, hey, whoa,
dead guys
whoa.
moving.
Hatchet sickle ready.
Not
You see,
dead.
Teo has Eldritch Blast ready.
I'm just mostly dead.
What does that
Mostly
mean?
dead?
It's a long story. Y'all hear about the distress beacon?
Oh,
Yeah.
that was you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah. I mean, I don't
Identify
know who else
yourself.
it would have been. I'm Revan Vess. I'm a scout for the Saber Corp.
Oh, okay. Do you know anybody named Blackwater?
Yeah, that was one of the fellas, one of my crewmates.
Oh.
Where would he be at?
Yeah, where's he at?
Where's the rest of your crew?
I mean, last I heard, they were down on the planet.
How long ago was that?
Would have been 10 days or so. They went down. I stayed behind due to various circumstances. And while he's saying this, he's picked up what looks to be like the arm from a suit of plate mail, and is kind of like strapping it around his torso over his shoulder. And when he finishes that, it suddenly animates.
Very
he's-
cool.
It's like my eye.
And he says, yeah, they went down, sent back that there's a artifact discovered, and wanted me to send for a retrieval team. I figured they would come back at some point, but because, I can't really do much with the ship otherwise. I'm not one of them fancy magical folks like y'all.
Hello, Revan. I'm Taya. We are the retrieval team who's coming to come grab the artifact. Unfortunately, them going incommunicado is kind of par for the course from what we've seen so far with these artifacts. Hopefully, they're okay.
Yeah.
Has that
While
been your
Teo-
experience previously?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not,
Scouts
it's
do
not looking
great.
too hot for them.
While Teo is introducing himself, Elodine just kind of slowly walks up and tries to pick up his arm so that she can investigate it.
The woman checking out your arm is Eladine.
Nice to meet you. Can I help you?
I want to see your arm. I rolled a 21. What am I getting from his arm if he's letting me pick his arm up?
I mean, it's just the arm from a suit of plate mail held together.
By what, though?
I mean, by the joints of the armor.
Okay. So the armor's hollow?
Yeah, I mean, most suits of armor are. You're supposed to put a person in them.
True.
I'll reach out with my other hand so that Revan can shake it and be like, Zyler Broski.
Revan shakes your hand.
All right. What was the last information you had for this artifact?
Pretty much just what I told you. We came here. We had heard that they had stopped growing the grains they usually do. Team went down. They were welcomed by Magister Sylvia. And then just that one sentence, and I haven't had nor heard them since.
Did Saber Corp give you any information on this artifact? Do you know what you're looking for?
Nope.
Okay.
Don't usually, so that's not all that surprising.
Okay. Well, our ship is getting in position to be able to tow this one, since everything seems ship-shape. Bit of rocks and all that. It'll be okay. That's just us getting ready to go home. But it sounds like we also need to go down to this planet to check out the rest of your crew.
You mind if I come with? Because I have been losing my mind.
Oh, absolutely.
We don't
Sure.
mind.
Yeah, you're on up.
Which should probably warn you, there's a bit of an experiment down in the cargo hold. It didn't work out.
That's what that smell
But-
is?
I'm so glad
So
we
what
didn't
Oh,
put it on
experiment?
yeah. Well, I've never had much
Is
of a
it-
green thumb, but if there's one thing I had an abundance of, it was waste products. So
Can
I
you be
figured
like
I'd try.
escorting us to the cargo bay while you're explaining this to us?
If you want to go check
Tayo
it
is
out,
visibly
that's fine,
trying
yeah.
not to vomit right now.
If you want to check it out, that's fine. It's not anything really to look at.
Is there like a
It's a failed
dump
experiment
cargo switch
anyway.
that we can go to?
It's just like a small pile with like a potato stuck in the top of it.
Even better.
You do know you need soil for this, right?
Well, I thought I was making soil. Is the idea? It's fertilizer.
That's how soil's made, right?
Turn the fertilizer into soil. Do you have worms?
That feels like a very personal thing to ask.
You say as I'm staring at your pile of shit.
It's very
Yeah.
funny to me, Elodine. Is just like it's very funny to be like trying to grow something and failing so horribly right above an agricultural planet.
Yeah, again, I couldn't go anywhere. They took the only lander. I was
Yeah.
very bored.
We have a lander. We should probably head out.
Yeah, we should probably
Let's do it.
get you cleaned up
You want-
and head
Do you
on
want
out.
to take potatoes?
What's up?
Do you want to take the potatoes with us?
No.
Or should we-
I'm
I
good
think
at
we're good.
No, in fact, we
actually.
can probably
We've
just
got a
toss
lot
them.
of. In fact, if you're hungry.
Oh no, there was plenty of food on the ship. I've been eating.
Trying to grow
This is just a hobby.
potato.
Yeah. Look, everyone needs a hobby. There's not a lot I could do here. I read all the books. Both of them.
In 8 days?
I had read one of them already.
How many books were there?
Two. He said
Okay.
two.
Okay. I get that.
Are any of them in Gnomish by any chance?
I don't think so. If they
Was
were,
one of them? Have you read Twilight before? You know what I'm talking about? It's this great book.
I'm not super familiar.
She only could find it in Gnomish.
I had a copy forever, and someone stole it. Okay.
I mean, it might have been one of them. Might have been in Gnomish, and I could read it. So I don't know if I speak Gnomish and just don't know it, or
It probably wasn't in Gnomish.
what do they usually
I
read?
want this conversation to be happening as we head back to our ship.
Oh, I
Yeah,
assume so. Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
me
making
too.
your way back up the ship, back onto the wires, going back to the cannon's cavalcade and everything like that. But eventually you're back on the main deck of your ship. The crew, some of the medical staff comes up and checks you over, Revan, and you are given a clear clean bill of physical health. Unfortunately, they don't do mental health here because they are a ship. But you are basically checked out, given a thumbs up, and Captain Blackwater approaches the group of you on the ship while Revan's being checked out, and you guys are kind of planning your next move. And he looks over all of you. He crosses his arms across his chest and goes, "So, what's the plan?"
Another planet, another artifact.
Let's head down.
All right.
A little bit more on top because we got this guy's crew. So
Excellent.
that's down there too.
We did a quick geological scan of the surface while you guys were over there trying to figure out what was going on, if we could just find the team. While we did not find the rest of the scout team, however, and he looks towards Revan, we found the lander of your vessel. It was in a safe enough clearing away from what we are assuming is a major population center of the planet. So at least you have a landing spot for the lander we'll give you. There'll be a little bit of a hike to the town from there, but you'll have a way off planet. If you need a more, shall we say, hot exfiltration, you have the emergency communication stone. Use that. We'll come in. We'll scoop you out. We're already prepping the lander with some basic supplies and the sarcophagus. It should be good to go shortly. So, good luck down there. And he looks to Revan, and I hope we can find your crew.
That would be ideal.
He
I have
nods.
some words for some of them.
Oh.
He nods at that, and then he turns and he leaves. Is there any last moment prep you guys wish to do while you're on the safety of your ship before you take the lander down?
Let's see. Do we want to take the sarcophagus down with us?
I would say yes,
Or-
depending on
Yeah.
an artifact.
Probably should, yes.
Yeah, just
Isn't
not.
that we've done that before, though, right?
Yeah, we kind of drag it everywhere with us, so
Yeah.
I just wanted to.
I think
make
we should
sure.
just keep doing that.
Do we
It's at
want to
least
try and
mostly work.
contact that city again? Like send a communications down there?
Every I didn't mention it, but Blackwater would have mentioned it. Every communication they've sent down has been met with silence.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we have anything else like specific to check on before we head down there. You guys think of anything?
Other than maybe some extra rations for Revan? You must be hungry.
Well, I don't eat much, actually.
Why with the potato? I don't understand the potatoes. Like constantly, Elodine is
Yeah,
just
that brings
like.
back the potatoes. Why were you growing those? Oh, sorry,
Well-
potato. Why were you growing that?
In my defense, it wasn't growing.
Correct.
That was the problem.
Before we leave, I warned the captain about the potato situation on that ship.
Alright, I think we're good to head down.
Listen, I had a
Alright.
bad experience with some of the food on the ship. Maybe that's why I was stuck on the ship in the first place. It's not important. I just figured it
Have
was
you been
something to do.
mostly dead for a while?
I mean,
Like 8 days?
Oh no, it's been long, many years. It's a long story, but
Is your life force sustained by magic?
I mean, in
If
as
so,
much
do
as
not go in
anyone-
this coffin.
Have you ever seen the sarcophagus before?
No, actually, I was going to ask y'all. It seems like y'all have dealt with these kind of artifacts before.
So this sarcophagus is actually super interesting, and Elodine starts opening it up again.
Yeah, you guys are in the lander, like they're loading the rest of the supplies. The sarcophagus is sitting there, and Revan, for your visual pleasure, the sarcophagus is a silver box with like light arcane filigree on the outside of it. For all intents and purposes, it looks like a well-made coffin. Elodine opens it up, and you see more arcane runes on the inside, along with a set of shackles.
And I'm not even gonna suggest that he gets in. I'm just gonna kind of like open it and be like, what you think?
Great place for a nap.
It's not.
Taylor's
not
just like,
listening to them.
if
It's
you-
terrifying.
if,
Don't
Revan
do
can-
it.
Yeah, if
It
Revan
was-
can see me, Persephone, we're just like, no, don't.
No,
Exactly.
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't listen to him. It's a trap.
Can I make an Arcana check to see what I can figure out about it?
Yes. Go right ahead. Also, I love how you just haze every new member by you want to get into anti-magic. You want to get in the box. You want to get in the
I climbed
You
coffin?
want to
in
hop
it.
in the box?
You
Everybody
want to answer
wants
the
to
answer
life
the question,
work.
what's in the box?
His life force could be tied to magic. We can't kill him as soon as we meet him.
Oh.
Listen, the
Roll it.
robot was fine. The robot was fine.
I appear to have rolled a natural 1 for a 7.
It's a box, and there's fancy squiggly things that are related to magic. That's about all you can tell. You can't glean its purpose, but judging by the reactions of the party, you can glean that has something to do with magic. Maybe
just looks up and goes,
anti-magic. Who knows?
You know, I'm not dead. Dead. You get that, right?
Yeah, you're mostly
I
dead.
do.
But
Right.
like,
Do.
what is keeping you alive?
My ghost.
Is it magic?
I mean, in
It
as
could
much
be
as
magic. And you could die if you get in that box.
So what this sarcophagus does, it negates any magic that is any item put in it might have. It's how we transport the artifact safely.
Zyler hops
Sepha
into
is
the
like-
sarcophagus.
Purely magic. So she has personal issues with the box, but the rest of us are
Well-
not purely magic.
I haven't tested it yet, and I don't really want to, because it seems to me the best case scenario is I'm in a box.
The
I won't
worst
use the
case
shackles.
scenario is that you die.
Worst case scenario is you're in a coffin.
I
And
mean,
you
worst
are
case
mostly
scenario is that
dead.
I
It's
just
kind of
cease to
funny.
exist.
It's kind of funny.
We're gonna be sent to HR
That's
training
fucked
again.
up. You're gonna be sent to harassment training again.
We
Aladdin
already were being
shuts
sent
the
to that, guys. We
coffin.
know that.
Revan just looks around and goes, you know, Teo, I think I'm going to go ahead and just trust you on most of the stuff. It seems like you're the level-headed one of the group.
Thank you. I rarely ever get that.
Well, you're the one that
Somewhere-
didn't try and put me in a box.
I told you not to.
That
The
is
robot
fair.
was fine.
The what?
He's not a
So-
robot.
Also, he hasn't
Somewhere-
met Bind yet, and Bind would
Yeah.
probably be pissed at me for calling her a robot. But
Somewhere in the HQ of Saber Corp, an HR representative, their eye twitches.
Just a little light blink on their desk.
Makes sense.
They're sitting there. They're like, "What's wrong?" They're at it again.
The outsiders.
the outsider.
Feel it.
Spencer just there.
There's a distinct difference between scavengers and,
And what you
literally
guys
anyone
are.
else that works for Saber Corp.
Spencer's already just has a stack of pre-filled forms just in case. It's happened
Mhm.
enough times.
Hi,
Right.
it's us. We're the problem. It's us.
We're here to be the problem and fix it.
We're here to cause more problems than we solve.
I always say, listen, you gave me a problem to solve. You didn't say I couldn't cause more problems in the solution.
There was
Uh-huh.
no collateral damage clause in the contract, so that bank that I knocked over just happened to be in the way, but the problem solved. They're insured.
Zyler's just in the sarcophagus, just brainstorming a new back patch of like the outsiders and underneath the problem and solution.
All right. If there's nothing else, you guys are load into the lander. The sarcophagus is pulled in and secured. It operates, seems to be similar to a spell jamming helm and vessel. However, it's connected more directly to the main ship spell jamming helm. So while you can have control over it, more often than not, the lander is controlled remotely from the spell jammer themselves. In the case of your ship, Revan, it was commanded directly by your crew spelljammer. So the spelljammer on the cavalcade actually is going to remotely bring you guys down because they know where the clearing was with the other lander. However, that doesn't stop if you guys wish to do anything in the lander to control it. There is a manual override.
Fine.
As the lander,
I'm good.
Zyler's gonna hop out of the sarcophagus and go jump in the pilot seat. Put his
Wait,
hands on the controls as they're just going and not do anything with them,
Mhm.
but just pretend that he's flying the ship.
Yeah, the lander smoothly
Vroom.
exits the cargo hold,
Vroom vroom.
and it moves and starts to go into the atmosphere of the planet. Meanwhile, Zyler is making fighter jet noises.
Hell yeah.
Makes sense.
Coming in for a landing.
Does he do this every
the atmosphere.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's fair.
As you guys break atmosphere and go land into the ship, even though first thing you notice is it's a little bumpy, it's a little shaky, but it's nothing like whenever you land back on planet Demeter. Probably for one, this planet isn't actively, against you, so that's a plus. But you break through the clouds, the fog clears the viewport, and you see just a large, grasslands. You see that it is the patchwork of farms, multiple farms. However, while the trees that kind of separate these patchworks are green turning brown, the farmland itself looks very dark brown, very dirty in a way that, like a freshly tilled field, or not the waves of grain you'd expect from a planet whose main export is various grains. And as you kind of look around, you see Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, does it look dead, or does it just look like
No.
that time of year?
Make a nature check.
Can I aid?
Yes.
Please
if
do.
you wish.
I'm gonna look around as well.
Yeah.
3.
Everyone can make a nature check, or one person can offer help.
Okay, that
to
was
someone
better.
else.
My assisted 12 plus 3 is 15.
Yeah, that 15 is enough. As you look over, you did kind of check what the quote-unquote date time of year is, but it's hard to tell. Planets can be different in what their seasons are. There's no set of seasons. However, from what Saber Corps' information gave you, the intelligence it gave you on the planet, it should be a growing season. And what you look down,
okay.
it doesn't look like fields of grain. Doesn't look like much is being grown. At least from what your angle, it could be roots that they're growing, or something root related, but you're not sure. But it's a lot of that green turning to brown of leaves. You still see the tops of the trees are green. There's still patches of green here and there, but it looks like it's browning.
From the roots up?
Mm-hmm. From the roots up.
From the roots up. Okay. I want on any nearby field on our way there just to kind of dig into a spot that looks like something may or may not be planted there, and kind of see if there is root work or if it's just dirt.
Well, when the lander lands and you guys start making your way to the city, you can.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
We haven't touched
Yeah.
down yet.
Yeah.
When
I was
Don't get ahead of
still setting the
yourself.
scene. I was still setting the scene.
I'm so sorry.
Pop
in
the door open,
in
grab a
addition-
parachute.
Jump out.
In addition to the patchwork of farms and the patches of green forest, you do see that there is a forest that is still kind of mostly green on top, and there is that clearing. And you do see the sheen of another Saber Corps lander there, which is what you could assume is the scout team's lander. And as you follow the roads out of the forest deeper, you do see that there is a large population center, a walled town of sorts. There's no massive buildings, but there's a smattering of a lot of buildings and such. You see that there's a lot of warehouses and farm processing centers and residential areas, and it looks like a typical kind of colony planet, or a basic town setup. But eventually the lander comes in for a landing and sets down gently next to the other lander, and the ramp in the back opens up, letting you guys free.
I'd like to check out the other lander, see that that's doing okay.
Yeah.
See if there's
You
any
move.
clues in there.
Yeah, so go ahead and make an investigation check as you go to the other lander.
While Zyler does that, Revan is going to draw his scimitars and just kind of glance around the clearing.
Give me a perception check.
I rolled a
Perception.
4.
Four?
Ship looks good.
Yeah, you walk into the lander and you guys hear a clang as Xyler trips on the gangway and then quickly recovers. Yeah, ship's fine.
Elgin I want to check out the ground, but in seeing Xyler do that, she just kind of shakes her head and walks over to the lander as well and would like to help check out, see
Yes.
So is it open and just anyone can go in?
Yeah, the gangway is down
Yeah.
and open.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna also check it out. Would he roll an investigation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I got a 22 perception.
Okay.
I got 21 on my
on-
investigation.
Okay, I'll start with the investigation. You follow behind Xyler, and you guys go into the lander. You look around, and it's laid out similar to yours. You do notice that the packs, like the supply packs and such, that what they would wear when they're exploring or ranging or taken, nothing looks out of the ordinary. The usual weapons or whatever are taken, typical procedure. You
Just
check
kinda
the
looks
communication
left.
logs. Yeah, it just looks left. You check the the communication logs because a message was sent, and there was just that single message that you guys received. Artifact detected, send retrieval team. That's it. Other than that, it looks abandoned, but not in like a desperate sense. Like it was just, business as usual.
Okay.
Revan, as you kind of take a small patrol around, you look around. The first thing you distinctly notice is the lack of animal sound. Especially in a forest like this, especially on a planet that is supposed to be agricultural heavy. And there's no animal sound. You don't hear bugs, you don't hear birds, you don't even hear like the snapping of twigs of other creatures. It is silent except for the breeze through the branches.
Are there any like tracks or anything?
Yeah, there are tracks, but they're old. Like they've been filling with the wind and the time.
Okay. Does it seem like anyone was trying to grow potatoes on the lander?
No, the lander is potato experiment free.
It did occur to me, if the gangway is down, is there any sign of tracks going to the lander, or do they all seem to be going away from it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the typical churning of multiple people walking in and out of the lander. Most of the tracks you can easily identify as those by your crew. They're distinctly humanoid boot tracks going in and out of the lander, and then kind of following back into the forest line through the path most likely the path that you saw when you were coming in.
Mm.
There's no drag marks. There's no signs of a scuffle. Nothing like that.
What time of day does it seem like as we've landed?
High afternoon, so probably
Afternoon.
noon to 1.
Okay.
The sun is very much in the sky and is very much blazing down.
Then it's not a bad time if we just want to head directly into town rather than stake out here overnight. So if it was later, I would say stake out here and wait till morning to head in. But I'm pretty good with going in if you guys are.
Yeah, not to go in town. It's weirdly quiet around here.
Yeah, there's you'd expect to hear, even if there weren't people around, there's no, I don't know if you noticed, there's no birds or critters.
That's what that is. Okay. That's weird.
Yeah. I knew we should have brought one of the cats. And then Elodine does not wish to explain that.
trying to repopulate the planet with cats?
Don't worry
'Cause
about
you
it.
need
He'll
to.
give us Revan a look of like, I'll explain later.
But yeah, I'm good with heading into town if you guys are. This just seems like they've left it. It doesn't seem like anyone's come back.
Yeah, everything feels abandoned.
Would have been nice if they could have sent it back up before
For
they
you.
left. Yeah.
Is there,
Is there like an
autopilot?
autopilot? Yeah.
Yeah. We can send it up and
Yeah,
then call it back
so-
if we need more space for people.
Yeah. There is the autopilot's controlled from the spelljamming helm of the ship itself. So you
So
would
I
need
I
someone.
think you could have brought
who-
it up anytime,
who-
bud.
Yeah. No, you actually the spelljammer would need to bring it up because spelljam hand only works if you have the spellcasting ability.
Okay, never mind. He couldn't.
I did try.
I believe you.
Get on comms, back to the ship. Let them know. Spelljammer seems good. Can be autopiloted back.
You send that you get into your lander, you send the comm up, and then shortly after, the lander from Revan's ship, the gangway goes up, closes, and then it vertically takes off and then leaves as they remotely recall it. Leaving just your guys' lander, so.
I hope there was nothing important on there that you needed, Revan. If you do, we've got some on ours.
I don't think so.
All right.
Perhaps the mysterious third book of the ship.
Now that one I do know is in Gnomish.
All right. As you guys start to set off the town, I'm going to need everyone's passive perception, please.
Mine is 16.
14?
No, 15. Sorry.
11.
13.
Pulling. Elodine's is 13 for Elodine, passive perception.
Okay. All right. As the group of you start walking and moving down the path, Revan, it's a little muted and very earthy, but it's distinct. It's a sharp smell. The smell of something rotting hits your nose as you guys start to walk into the forest path. And as you look around, you can see just off the path, kind of curled and crumpled underneath a tree, is the body of an animal, a deer to be exact. It's dead, and it's slowly being reclaimed by rot and nature. But it's there.
Revan's gonna hold up his gauntlet and say, hold on. Y'all see that?
Zyler will come over.
Are there any, like,
Deer.
Nature returning
Um,
to itself.
Are there any bugs surrounding the deer?
No, that's the weird thing. There are no bugs.
Yeah, that usually nature doesn't stick around long enough to be reclaimed like this. Usually, you get eaten.
Mm-hmm.
But is it still decaying? And
Yeah, it's
All of
still
that, okay.
rotting naturally, but it's the fact that there's no bugs or anything to assist in that rotting.
it's not being
Is
consumed.
it's not being consumed by scavengers or anything else. If you'd like to investigate it closely, you can go ahead and make a nature check. Which
I have plus 6 nature.
Point it out.
1,
Again, 18.
6.
I got a 25.
As you guys cautiously approach the body, you notice that it's easy to tell what its cause of death was. Starvation. You can see the ribs poking out from its hide, and it just looks like a bag of skin and bones. It seems like it might have just curled up here and just didn't even have the strength to stand back up.
And it's a deer?
And it's a deer, yep. But
Yeah,
as you look
kinda
around, there
around.
there are grasses and there are shrubs and there are bushes and there are leaves, but at the ground level, everything is kind of having that brown to green from the roots up look.
On an agricultural planet, someone starves to death. Something starves to death. Yeah, it definitely seems like we have an artifact here, but it's clearly affecting the planet itself, or something is affecting the planet itself, and it may not be the artifact. Artifacts usually affect people, not the planet, right? Am I wrong?
But it
Unless
also
it's
gives them abilities, and
affected them, yeah. And now they're infecting the planet.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like nothing's eating. The plants aren't taking up nutrients from the soil. The deer wasn't eating the plants. Nothing's eating the deer.
so that means something's eating it. We don't know what.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All these resources are going somewhere.
True.
Just seems odd that it wasn't even trying, apparently. There's no bite marks in it, right? In the deer?
No, there are not.
Is there any vegetation around us?
Yeah, you guys are surrounded by vegetation, but it's all the kind of, like I said, that from the roots up browning. The tips,
Right,
the
I just
tops
wanna
are
go-
still green. Yeah.
Grab like a piece of grass.
You approach a clump of grass and you grab it from the roots up, and when you touch it where it's brown, you can feel it's incredibly brittle. Kind of like a fall leaf that's been baking in the sun, and you step on it, it's crispy. It's like that, but any plant that's brown is you grab the grass, you grab a bush, you grab a couple leaves, it's all that kind of same brittle, crispy feeling.
So I don't know
Is
much about
there-
like farming and stuff, but it seems like at some point these plants did stop getting nutrients.
I was gonna say, how dry does the ground feel?
Not parched, but drier than you'd think, because you've also noticed that the sun's been blazing down this entire time as well.
Well,
Yeah, midday.
I mean, as previously established, I'm not much of a green thumb, but I'm pretty sure that's not how plants die. They would brown further from the root first.
Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully someone in
Elodie.
town can explain what's happening.
Yeah.
Elodine, with your magic
Yes?
flask, can you summon some water? Just pour it out on the ground, see how it interacts really fast.
Yeah, so with my flask, I pull it out and I speak the infernal word for water, which
Aqua.
whatever that is. And then I kind of pour it on the ground near like any vegetation, like grass or the bush, and see kind of just like how it reacts.
So
Does it soak up the water? Does it?
Yeah, the soil soaks up the water, but what you've noticed is, you in your travels, when ground is completely dry and parched, it cracks and it greedily accepts all the water. This is kind of like just normal dried soil. The soil gets wetted, and it seems normal and like normal soil. It doesn't seem like the ground is parched beyond belief.
Yeah, I think Teo, you've got it right that something's stealing the nutrients.
Mm-hmm.
Can I cut
Let's
open
head
the
into
stomach
town.
here?
What was that, Revan?
Yeah.
I wanted to cut open the stomach of the deer, see if there's anything in there.
Gross. Let's do it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna have you make a check for this because it's a dead deer. You give it a quick field autopsy, you dress it, you remove the stomach, and you cut open, and the contents, as you look in there, you do see that there are half digested vegetation. The brown to green grasses and leaves and everything. But it almost seems like it's digested. The process of being digested, but it's not being absorbed. As if it has no value to the deer.
Yep.
So it's like Kraft mac and cheese.
There's value in
What are you
that.
talking about? That's delicious.
The artifact is turning a planet into junk food, and everyone's dying because of it.
It's the GMOs.
Stop watering your plants with Gatorade.
It has electrolytes. That's what plants need.
We really are an idiocracy. We are
I
the
think they
worst timeline.
I'm pretty sure they actually sold Brondo for a little bit. Because it's something you could buy.
Yeah. All right, let's head in. Keep heading towards anyway, I guess.
Heading towards town.
You continue down the path. You break free of the tree line. Since you no longer have the shade of the tree, so the afternoon sun beats down, and it's hot. It's not desert hot, mind you, but it's like, there's no shade, and it's a bright, summery day. Yes, the road passes by some fields, and as you look out there, you see that there are individuals dressed in red work clothes with big conical hats, kind of to protect them from the sun, as they seem to be doing some kind of farm work. You see that behind them there are carts loaded with some kind of produce. It's all the same produce. And you see that there's a couple of them in the ground with trowels digging it up out of the ground, taking this produce, putting it in the cart. And as you walk down the road further, a couple of them kind of see you. They stand and they kind of look at you. They don't say anything. They don't try to stop you. And so just kind of watch you pass and then go right back to their work.
I'll wave at him.
They'll wave back. Seem friendly enough.
Do you want to talk to him? No? Nobody wants to talk to him?
Yeah. Let's go talk to him.
Let's go talk with them, yeah.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, they're the first people we've seen.
Yeah. You break off the path and you start tramping through the field to the group of about 3 farmers. They're all dressed in like this red linen workers outfit. They all have the big hats. And as you approach, one of them steps up, a halfling. He looks up. He goes, "Well, greetings. We don't often get outsiders. What brings you to our wonderful planet of Sychar?"
We're here to see about our friends. Have you seen any other outsiders coming in recently?
Any other recent outsiders? And he turns back and he looks to his 2 companions. Have you seen outsiders recently? We don't often get outsiders. And they both shake their heads. No outsiders here. You're the first ones in a while.
How long is a while?
He shrugs. The days blend into one. We're happy to work, but the work, it takes a while.
The days blended. Do you have night here?
Oh yes, we have night, but... And he kind of gives like a mischievous smile. The nights are for celebrating.
Oh.
The days are for working, the nights are for celebrating. It is this cycle that we keep our simple but happy lifestyle.
What do y'all grow here?
Work hard, play hard.
Yeah.
We grow a great many things. And he reaches down, digs out one of these produce, and hands it up to you. See, we grow aster root.
Aster root. Have I ever heard of Asteroot before?
No. None of you have heard of Asteroot.
What does it look like?
So when he hands you this, it looks like a root vegetable. It kind of almost looks a bit like a turnip, but larger. Its skin is very, very waxy. There is no like greens coming off the top of it. But it has a very long like root stem that you notice like as they pull it up, they have to cut it, and then they kind of pack the root stem back into the ground. But yeah, it's like just a large waxy turnip.
And it doesn't look like it's turning brown from the root up like
Nope.
everything else.
It's like a very it has a kind of a gradient. Like there's like a slight yellow gradient going up it, but even though it's a slight yellow, it's still like the most vibrant plant life compared to everything else on the planet. We grow a lot of Asteroot. Our Magister said that it is the best plant we can use for our planet to make the most resources to grow more Asteroot. And he smiles when he says this.
Just
Yo.
Asteroot?
Just Asteroot.
Y'all
Do you
eat it?
Oh, go on.
Yeah, do you eat it?
Yes, it is very tasty.
I'm not eating this.
Do you
What?
mind if I...
How-
Revan will just carve off a small slice.
Mm-hmm. It's tough. It's tough like a turnip. For instance, it's this very turnip. Like you carve a small chunk out of it. It's not juicy, but it does glisten. It's very wet on the inside. Like a
He'll
turnip.
take a small bite.
It's earthy. It tastes like you bit into a raw root vegetable. But there's a slight numbing sensation on your lips and tongue. Not aggressive, but kind of it's like just a little bit, and it fades as quickly as it came. But it does taste like, a raw root vegetable, slightly sweet.
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
what
is-
do you think of it?
I mean, it's interesting.
I'm
Where'd
so glad
y'all,
you enjoy it.
Where'd y'all find these?
Oh, our great magister, she brought him to us and said that this is the future of our Psychar, and we agreed.
How
Can you
long have
been
grow
growing
anything
these?
else if you grow these?
Why would we want to grow anything else?
Oh, okay.
Have you tried
don't
potatoes?
know.
I hear they're really easy to grow.
They cock their head. Why would you want to grow potatoes when you can grow Asteroot?
How long
Well,
have you
like-
been growing Asteroot for?
Yeah.
About 2-3 years now. Ever since
Ooh.
our magister brought it to us and said that it came from the stars. That the people brought it to her. And that it is the future of our planet. And we tend to agree. It is a very great product.
We shall
This
go
is-
see this very insightful magister then.
This is
Get
Magister
should.
Barnes.
was
Yes,
that?
Magister Sylvia Barnes.
Okay.
Do you know where we might find the Magister? Are they in town right now?
Oh, sure, but she's a very busy woman. However, if you join us for our nightly celebrations, she usually comes and makes an appearance.
Round about when would that start?
He looks up, shields his eyes against the sun. The moment the sun starts to turn the sky orange is when we know to come in from the work. And then once the sun sets is when we start the nightly celebrations.
When do y'all sleep?
At night.
When you celebrate?
Celebrations are not all night, although there are some of us who do all night, but it is fine. We are able to recover for work. besides, work invigorates the soul and body.
All right. I want to what do I want to do with this person? I kind of want to check to see if I feel like they're under any sort of spell or magic, like means making them this happy.
Do you have a detect magic or anything?
That's my question.
Because I think in this case it wouldn't be. You would actually need an ability, a way to detect magic itself.
Yeah, I do not have that equipped, so not today.
I also do not have it, or else I would have done it.
Does anybody have insight?
You can make an insight check, but you wouldn't
haven't.
be able to exactly tell if they're under any kind of
Magic
magical
or not.
influence. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we best just head in.
All right.
Thank the
You
farmers for
continue
their
your
time.
path. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
They
see you guys later.
they wave happily as you guys walk away, and then they return to their work. And you guys continue down the path towards the town, and you see that, in the fields along the way, there are still like pockets of farmers doing the exact same work. They dig up the aster root, they cut the root, pack it back down, and move on. And you see on some other fields that they seem to be taking the aster root itself, chopping it into smaller pieces and scattering it, kind of like seed potatoes on other plots. But eventually you make your way to... Sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say, so the fields where the aster root is growing, is it brownish like everything else, or is that like the only thing with color?
The aster root's the only plant you found with any kind of color, but the fields themselves just look like tilled soil.
Okay, yeah.
like
So
you
there's
normally
nothing
would
like
for a farming field.
root. There's nothing coming from the root. Okay. Okay.
You make your way to the town. You approach the walls, and there are guards. They're dressed in those red linens, but they have like leather vests, kind of like a loose armor, and their weapon is just more or less like a bamboo spear. And they kind of they look at you and they nod, and as you guys walk in, and the town itself is very, at this moment, almost kind of barren. Except for, what look like to be the guards of this town that walk around. They look at you, they kind of eyeball you a little weirdly, but they don't say anything as you walk by. I need someone to make a perception check, please.
I have a +5.
I have a +3. I think you'd be really good.
+4, yeah.
Let's give
I
it
only
a
have
shot.
+1.
That's a 25.
Sick.
All right.
That's a
As
natural
you guys-
20.
Yeah, as you guys are walking through town, kind of looking around, looking for anything out of the ordinary, Revan, your eyes kind of track towards the shadowed alleyways between the buildings. One thing you notice is this town has a lot of canopies to kind of provide relief from the sun. And in one of these canopied alleyways, you look down and you see that there's a man, not dressed in the red linens of the farmers and guards, actually dressed in kind of a nice three-piece suit. He has like the pinstripe pants, the vest, the shirt that's rolled up to the elbows. You can kind of see like a lot of tattoos on the forearms. And he looks at you, and you guys make eye contact. He has slicked back white hair, a well-maintained white mustache, and he kind of looks at you and he narrows his eyes before pushing off the wall and going deeper into the alley.
We want to follow the creepy guy.
I mean, he's
Does
the
Revan
only
point
one
out
that
the
we
creepy
see in town right
guy?
now.
Like, do
I was
we
gonna
know
say,
there's a
Revan's
creepy
the only
guy
one that
yet?
sees it, yeah.
Yeah. Revan will just kind of look after where he went We're like mostly by ourselves, right?
Yeah.
I think Revan will quietly say, "Hey, we should check. Did y'all see that guy?
What guy?
What guy?
There was a weird guy over there that was looking at us."
No.
Any weirder than like the rest of the town, though?
I mean, that's a fair question. The other folks we've met has also been weird, but this fellow looked interested in us.
Oh.
All right.
Might
I'm
want
all
to
about
Interested.
following that guy.
I mean, more interested in the folks in the field.
I mean, I have no issues going to say hi.
Revan will point out where he went off to.
All right.
Siler,
You
lead the
guys
way.
pursue.
Yeah, Zyla is going to start leading the way, heading the direction, and at that point, he's going to do the detect portal, since he's in town.
Okay.
Once for a short rest, detect the distance and direction of closest planar portal within 1 mile of you, just to see if there's anything nearby.
Yes. There's no planar portals.
Cool.
All right. You guys, are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just walking down the alleyway?
Stealthy never works out for us, so
It super doesn't. So I think we should just be
I mean,
normal.
I do have a plus 11 in stealth.
Ooh, you could be
Ooh.
quiet, and everybody
Well,
else would be really loud.
I
I'm gonna say you might be able to, but
I can make 2 people invisible if that helps.
remember
I
last
mean,
time
that
we
would
did that? They looked right at us.
I
That's
have
true.
Try and
magic.
sneak ahead.
Wait, what?
I can try and sneak ahead and make sure there's not like an ambush or something.
I like that idea.
Okay. If you sneak ahead, we'll
Sure.
be a distraction and just normally walk down the street towards the alleyway.
All right.
And if anyone's watching, there's nothing wrong going on.
That is a
Excellent.
29 stealth.
Ooh.
Excellent. Okay. You guys can start your path down, walking normally down the alleyway as if you did not see, or were not pointing out that there was a weird man there. Revan, however, you kind of crouch down under the shadowed canopies, kind of moving from shadow to shadow, obstacle, and start making your way down the alleyway, following the path of this man. There's it turns right. You kind of peer around, and you see the kind of backside of him ducking into a building, and you look up and you see the sign of that building. It's basically it's called the Myriad's Mess Hall. It looked to be some kind of bar situation.
Did he look like he was trying to avoid us, or like intentionally waiting until one of us saw him go in?
What's your passive insight?
Passive insight is 12.
From what you can tell while you're tracking him, he was not trying. You did not seem he was actively trying to lose you guys.
Mm. I will wait for the rest of the group to catch up.
Right. You guys continue down the alleyway. You start to reach that bend, and you startle as Revan kind of reveals himself out of the shadow.
Whoa, dude.
Gotta put a bell on you.
Well, that would defeat the purpose.
That's true. It's true.
Do we have like an extra comms earpiece rock that we can give to Revan?
Oh yeah, that's right. He would have one normally because.
But is it tuned to our team?
It's not tuned to your team. No.
Do we
We
have
should-
an extra one
we
of
should
ours that we can
try.
get?
Or you can tune the one he has, which I
Yeah,
am
let's do that.
Wait, actually, before we do
remind me
that,
after,
can we have
yeah.
Revan? Could you try and ping your teammates, see if they can hear you?
Ooh,
Oh,
smart idea.
Oh, is it like close communications only?
Yeah, imagine kind of like a in-ear comm, like a communication device.
Yeah, I'll
that's
quickly
something I
just,
forgot to
like-
put in your inventory. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'll quickly just like toggle it Not say anything, but just click.
Yeah, you click it, and what you get back is static. And you know from using these, static either means that their device is disconnected, or there's just no noise or something. There's no connecting device, basically.
Yeah, I'm getting nothing. Either they
Or the
took him
distance
out,
is too
or
far or something. Yeah.
Do we want to go into this bar, or do we want to go straight to like the magistrate?
I mean,
Uh,
my vote would be bar, mostly because I don't think the magistrate is particularly trustworthy, and I'd like to get some more information.
Same.
For sure.
Yes.
And that's where Seersucker Suit went.
It's true.
It's true.
All right, you guys make your way to the bar. Okay. You enter the bar, and it's mostly empty. There's a couple of workers here, scattered here and there at the various tables, kind of enjoying a drink or maybe some food. The bartender, the bar is a kind of like a central oval bar in the center of everything. Kind of think the Mos Eisley Cantina layout. That's kind of what you're dealing with here. And the man that you saw, Revan, you look around and you don't see him. But there is a bartender who kind of eyeballs you guys as you walk in, and then he kind of has that same smile that the halfling in the field had, and he kind of waves at you guys as you enter.
I'd say Elodine walks up straight to the bar. Just, hi, bartender. What do we have to
Greetings.
drink here?
What's on draft?
Well, we have your typical beer and ale, but we also have Mudder's Milk.
You have what?
Mudder's milk or mother's milk. Mudder's.
MUDD or MOTH?
MUDD.
What's that made out of?
Beer, nutrients. It's exactly it's a nice drink to keep the discerning worker working. After all, it's easier to drink your calories than it are to eat them, and we have a great big harvest coming soon, so you need as much as they can get.
Well, with that being said, I'll take a round of ales for my party.
I'd like not Mudder's milk. Thank you.
That's why I'm going ale, not the Mudder's Milk.
Right. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, is the Mudder's Milk made with like aster root by any chance?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Of course. I'm surprised you still have ale here.
Well, visitors still like the ale. Mudder's Milk is an acquired taste, and if you are not working the fields under the hot sun all day, it can really sit bad in your stomach,
Do you mind if I have just like a mouthful of it? Just a taste?
Like a sample?
Sure. He pulls a clay bottle out, pops the cork, and has small snifters that he pours a couple out, and he slides it forward. On the house.
I will sniff it and then take a swig.
Mm-hmm. It's thicker than you'd think. First off, it coats your mouth immediately, and when you swallow it, it burns, but it feels heavy going down. You get that kind of same tingly mouthfeel from it when you ate the aster root. It's bitter and bready, and you can see exactly what he means. if you end up drinking a whole thing of this, you definitely feel like you'd be, fortified to work in the fields, so to speak, or do some other hard labor. It definitely feels like a full bottle of this would be a meal in and of itself.
It's a good stout.
All right.
Mhm.
Do you have anything to eat here?
We don't really serve food until the celebrations tonight, but we have maybe have something a little left over from the breakfast services. I could probably warm it up for you if you wish.
Is it Aster Root?
It's Aster Root.
I think we're okay then. We'll be
Okay,
good with just our
actually.
ales.
Excellent. He pours you around. And he kind of slides the mugs over to you. If you need anything, I'll be here.
Does he just like stand there?
Kind of, yeah. He
Yeah.
doesn't have much to do at the moment. He's just kind of like, NPC idling, washing a glass or something.
Is it like a suspiciously well-polished single spot on the bar?
Yeah, you feel like he just kind of sits there and waits for someone to kind of call on him
Right.
or approach him, but he's idling more or less.
Have you seen any other outsiders recently? Like within the past
When
2 weeks?
when you address him, Elodie, he kind of like his attention snaps to you as if you broke him out of his idle animation.
Yeah.
Nope, no other outsiders. You're the first ones in a while.
How long is a while?
The days kind of blend. When you work all day and you party all night.
Do you work all day?
Oh yeah, what do you think I'm doing right now? And he
like,
gestures
we're-
broadly to the bar.
We're
The
in his
empty bar.
establishment.
Do you guys have a back area by any chance?
Are you looking for a VIP service?
Do you offer VIP
You'll need- you'll need-
service?
You'll need approval by the magistrate.
Oh.
Only special guests of the magistrate get the VIP rooms.
Do you
Did a
know where
guy-
the magistrate would be?
Oh, she's very busy during the day, but she should be here at the start of the night celebrations.
Did a
Believe
guy come
Revan
in
was
here
asking.
before
Yeah.
us? Fell
I
in
get
the
a
soup?
lot of customers. I get a lot of customers through the day. It's hard to remember all their faces. And as you
I
look
mean, like-
around, there's literally 3 other people in the bar.
Yeah. I mean, like immediately before us.
Like, yeah. Right
Nope.
before we did.
Nope.
Yeah, bathroom by any chance?
Yes, we do. And he points to the back. The privy holes are out there.
Do you mind if I borrow one? I'll give it back when I'm done.
Please go right ahead. That's a funny joke. The reaction was actually incredibly delayed.
Oh no.
We'll grab a booth,
This
Revan.
is so creepy.
You can come sit down when you get back.
And Revan will head out.
I'm gonna not do what I was just about to say. Never mind. I was gonna send Tim Tam 3 out, and then I remembered Tim Tam is
Please.
not stealthy.
Please stop killing Tim Tam.
Yeah.
I haven't killed any Tim Tams. Elodine is offended.
This is up for debate.
But you guys take your booth, and Revan, you go out where you're indicated, and the bathrooms, quote unquote, is kind of like that leads to like a outdoor yard, and there's a couple of stalls for privacy. But it kind of gives the feeling of like a festival or carnival outdoor bathroom situation. The smell is reminiscent of your ship.
Except it's been baking in the hot sun.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
No, there's actually a lot of canopies, so it's actually kind of cool.
Ah,
But, it still smells bad.
Man, this shit is cool.
They growing potatoes in there?
Oh, that's weird. Someone comes up and just puts Revan's face in the hole and just drowns it. Don't know
Oh
what
no!
I roll to see if I hear any disturbance.
All right, we've found this planet's hard line and its scatological humor. Revan will look around, see if he sees any sign of the guy.
So there is no sign of the mysterious man. However, you do kind of see a pair of legs sticking out from one of the privacy walls. They're not stalls. There's no doors. It's kind of like, wall privy kind of. And you see legs kind of slumped forward, and you hear muttering.
I will try and quietly go up and check what's going on there.
Go ahead and make a stealth check as you approach someone in the bathroom.
22.
All right, excellent. You are silent in this area, and the person doesn't seem to notice you, but as you get closer, you kind of hear the muttering. The heart it beats, and we listen. The heart it beats, we listen. The heart it beats, we listen. The heart it beats, we listen. We must listen, or else. The Asteroid kills, but we can't stop. The heart it beats, we listen. It's kind of that over and over again on a loop.
Oh, that's fun.
Revan's going to watch that for a little bit, and then go, yep. And he's just going to walk back into the bar.
Yeah.
Tweaker in the bathroom. All right. The rest of you found a booth, and you watch Revan approach from there.
Yeah, so no sign of the suit fella. There is someone out there that's having a bit of a hard go of it. Seems like he might be worth checking with. I'm not the most charismatic of fellas, so I figured I would let one of y'all take a crack at it. Said something about they listen to the heart, and they know that Asteroid kills, but they keep growing it.
So we're dealing with a heart. That's the heart, guys.
I mean, it might be metaphorical.
No,
honey.
There's definitely a cult on this planet.
This is when we sit down over drinks and fill Revan in.
We a little bit
Who?
tell Revan about the past artifacts and just be like, tell us, Revan, have you seen an artifact before?
You think this is metaphorical after you hear all of this?
Well, I thought it was metaphorical before I heard all of this.
While they do that, I'm gonna go check on the guy speaking in the bathroom.
Yeah. So, to fill Revan in, our artifacts have been so far a head and an arm. Have we got any other artifact? Is it just a head and arm? Have we had a leg or a torso yet?
Not yet.
Nope, just a head and an
Okay,
arm.
yeah.
But don't forget there are
literal
multiple other
head and an
teams
arm.
looking at there are
Yeah,
other
so true.
teams looking for the same artifacts, so you don't know how many artifacts have been retrieved. The science team is very tight-lipped about it.
I think we should ask that next time.
We'll ask the
Teo,
doctor.
you make your way to the bathrooms, and as you walk in, you hear the muttering. The heart it beats listens. The heart it beats we listens. The heart it beats we listen. From the pair of slumped legs in the corner privy.
It's kind of like knock on the private cell and be like, "Hey, bud, you doing good?
Ah,
You alright?"
Who are you? Please, no. I'm eating at sea, and you hear like the unwrapping of paper and like the crunching of something. I'm eating it. I'm fine. I'm fine.
No, you don't have to eat it. You don't have to eat it. I'm just here to listen. I'm not gonna force you to eat it.
A face appears around the privacy wall, and you see the face of a half-orc.
Hi there,
Who are
I'm
you?
Teo. What's your name?
They call me Lachlan.
All right, Lachlan. Who is making you eat the astro root?
The Magister and the others, the ones from the bears. There's bears.
Can you clarify what you mean by bear?
Bears made of amber.
Oh,
Them and the
okay.
Magister make us eat because the heart beats, and then we must listen. We learned the Astrid, it drains the kills, but we can't stop. We must. and he starts rocking back and forth again, clutching his head. The heart, it beats, we listen.
I'm gonna take some of my rations and kind of like give it to him, like, here, you must be starving for not astro root. Here is something to eat that's not astro root.
He stops and he looks at. Yeah, it kind of gives you like a crazed side glance, and he takes it like very quickly out of your hands, and he like rips into it. He starts eating it, and then he stops for a moment, and then he coughs, and then he turns around and he vomits into the privy. Hey, it's too much.
There. I pat his back. Right. Can you tell me when this all started?
10 days ago. 10 days
10
ago.
days ago?
We came to the planet 10 days ago. We were looking. We found something, but then I don't remember.
Wait, Lachlan,
all I know is
you're
a
part of the
heart
scouting
beats.
team?
He turns, he looks at you. I remember coming. Make an insight check, Teo.
Okay. That's 16.
You look at him with this revelation in your mind, and you see same kind of brow ridge, although it's subtle, of he looks related to Captain Jules Blackwater.
I go on my college quick. Hey guys, I found Lachlan. One of the scout team.
Where?
The privy hole.
Oh,
You
Can you bring him to the
probably
bring him out.
probably should have recognized him.
Well, you heard him, but you didn't look
From
at
his
him.
legs.
So.
Well,
I
All right.
recognize those
Probably
legs
spoilers.
anywhere.
you'd be shocked the number of
Master
times I've
legs
seen
of the
Lachlan
year.
kneeling in front of a toilet.
The boy
Touche,
knows how to
touche.
party.
I
The
turn to
food on
Lachlan,
the
I'm like, can you stand up?
He goes to stand up, and he's tall. He's a very tall, gangly half-orc.
Oh, hey, come with me. We got some other people in Saber at the table. Just act normal. Pretend you're under
No,
the influence of the
Elodine-
asteroid.
talks to you over comms. Is just like, actually, can you is there a way to take him directly outside?
Not without going through the bar. Or you can climb the fence that's fencing in where the bathrooms are.
Don't do it.
All right, we're gonna take you through the bar Lachlan, to our friends, and you're one of your friends. Revan's waiting outside. He's waiting for you.
He has recognition in his face when he mentioned Revan's name, but it's not much. Whatever happened in those 10 days, you seem to be a lot. But you guys watch as Teo walks in with a tall, gangly half-orc in tow, dressed in the same red linens as the rest of the workers, the sun hat kind of, hanging off the back, the thread around his throat kind of a thing. And he approaches. The bartender and a three also in the bar, kind of their attention snaps back, and they look and they watch as Teo and Lachlan walk to your guys' booth, but they don't do anything or say anything. They just kind of watch as they walk, and the moment Teo and Lachlan sits back down, they go back to whatever they were doing. Kind of this weird idle animation.
Does it feel like
Lachlan looks at all of
we're
you.
being listened to
Yeah.
still? That maybe the
No.
idle animation is still like live microphone
Make an insight check.
inside. How about a 19? 15 plus 4?
You look around, and it's a weird sensation. You don't get any indication that they seem to be eavesdropping in on you or listening to you, but they're there. But it's almost as if they're passively there. Like they're set dressing, or they're just there to make things look normal, or they're just there until interacted with.
Eladine is gonna down her ale and just say, well, time to get back to work, guys. And like kind of gestures to go outside of the bar.
All right,
Xyler won't even finish his. He'll just go up and settle up at the bar.
Oh, no. No need to pay. It's on the house.
Well, thank you. I also wanted to extend some gratuity, and since everything is so mellow right now, buy drinks for the other 3 patrons. Can I just get them?
I'll
Mother's
send
Milk
drink.
for them?
I'll send drinks over. I'll send it over to him. Tell him it's from you. But no, you don't need to pay. We're a very. We don't pay here. We're all friendly with each other, you know.
I'd like
The
to
Magister
leave a
provides.
gold piece just on the bar for it.
Leave the gold. Is this part of the group or your own gold?
My own.
Okay.
He nods at your gesture, and as you're
Okay.
walking out, you watch as he doesn't take it off the bar. It stays there.
That's fine. Weird as fuck, but that's fine.
Yeah.
But you all leave the bar with Lachlan in tow.
I definitely want to take Lachlan back. How long did it take us to get from the ship, our landing ship, to the town?
30, 45 minutes. Because it was a very straight shot, paved path. Nothing stopped you besides your own volitions.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I kind of... Elodine's gonna split the team.
Yeah, might be the best idea.
Does anyone want to come back with me to take Lachlan?
I can go
Sure.
with you.
Oh, okay. That works too.
Teo then?
I was thinking like I could like turn like Lachlan invisible just in case there's anybody from town who's like trying to
That's
watch
fair.
out for him.
I can't do that. I can throw water at them.
I don't know.
I don't think that'll be helpful, but I could.
Yeah. So I think Teo and I will start heading back to the lander
Okay.
with Lachlan, obviously.
And what do the rest of you do?
I think we set up a meeting point for when they get back. Probably just outside the tavern.
Yeah.
Right outside the Myriad's mess hall. Okay.
And then continue exploring the town, the village, the city. Keeping an eye out for the guy in the
excellent.
suit that's been described.
All right. Then we shall start with Eladine, Teo, and Lachlan. Teo, you say you're making him invisible?
Yeah.
All right, you touch Teo on his shoulder and turn him invisible. You touch Lachlan on his shoulder and turn him invisible. And the two of you start to nonchalantly making sure that you have a grip on Lachlan, so you know where he is invisible, and start walking out of town. However, quick check. Yeah. As you guys start to walk out of town, you can feel him shake in your grip. And he goes, no, I have to work, or they'll get me. Well, they'll get me if I don't work. I have to work. And he starts to fight back against your grip as the closer you get to the exits of town.
I'm gonna mind Glenn real quick and be like, keep calm. Nothing's gonna make you do anything. We just want to get you back to your family.
No, I have the family here. My family is here. I have to work. If I don't work, then they'll get me. And the heart beats and we listen.
Your uncle's waiting for you on the ship right outside orbit. Remember your uncle?
Make, I will say, a persuasion check.
Okay. That I'm good at. I jinxed it. I didn't. Cool. That's a unnatural 20.
Oh, natural 20. Okay. Oh yeah. You mention his uncle, and you can't see his face, but you can feel his body. He stops fighting against your grip briefly. His body is still trembling though, but he seems to be, convinced enough as you guys exit the town. The guards look at you, but they don't see anything out of the ordinary. They don't suspect anything because Lachlan calmed down enough for you guys to get out of town. Because invisibility does not affect hearing.
Yeah. I want to take one of our potions and give that to Lachlan. It's probably not going to do anything. He threw up food.
He doesn't accept it.
He doesn't accept it. Okay.
No. And you guys start on the long path back from the town to the clearing where your landers were. Meanwhile, the other half of the party, Zyler, Persephone, Revan, you continue walking through the town. What you see, there are more of the guards, and there are more of the laborers, the field laborers, kind of in clumps. They seem to be drinking something. What you assume to be Mutter's milk, because they're all like smooth clay bottles. And they look. You walk by. They look at you. They watch you as you walk by, and then they kind of go back to what they were doing. Not interacting with you. Beyond that, but as you wander through town, you don't see any other sign of the suited man. What would the three of you like to do?
Does it seem possible to get up on a roof?
Yeah. There's enough. Do you have a climbing speed?
I don't.
Okay. But yeah, no. Then there's enough for you to kind of like parkour your way up. The houses are squat and clustered enough that with a good acrobatics or athletics check, you can get up there.
Well, I have a +5 acrobatics and a -1 athletics.
All right, so then give me an athletics check. No, you can make a choice between the two.
23 acrobatics.
Climb up. Yeah. You guys spend, a good 15 minutes looking around, trying to find things, nothing. You don't really suss much out. Then you kind of reconvene in an alleyway, and then you guys watch, have a brief discussion, and then Revan kind of just Assassin's Creed parkours his way up and wall, fire escape balcony, and then you watch him clamber up on a roof.
Wow.
Who is this guy?
Who is this guy? Why was he just left on the ship?
Why can't we do that?
You can
Zyler
certainly
wants to
attempt
try.
do that. Acrobatics
Right
or
on the
athletics,
wall.
please.
Acrobatics +1.
Persephone is.
11?
Persephone is gonna try.
All right.
Never mind. Oh God, that's
What'd you roll?
an 11.
Tries to jump up on the wall, slips down, smacks her face into it.
Revan, you stand, you effortlessly get up on the roof. You kind of dust yourself off, straighten out your jacket. You look over the alleyway to watch as Zyler and Persephone at the same time attempt to climb the same area, and you hear a crumble of something, and then a slip, and then a thump as you look down, and you see that both Xyler and Persephone have fallen off the perch they both attempted to climb at the same time. The
This
breath
is
driven
pretty-
out of them.
This is just pretty accurate for us. Like
Yeah.
this would happen to us
Yeah.
together.
Revan just says, I was going to come back down. I'm just seeing if I can get a better vantage point.
Yeah. We'll keep eyes
For
out
sure.
down here.
For sure.
And Xyler will go to stand up, detangle from Persephone, and we really got to work on our teamwork. I say this in...
I think we have great teamwork.
I had a
know.
game.
You say
one
that in
time.
Gnomish?
Yeah.
I had a game one time where someone wanted to jump on a roof, and I said, well, you can do like the little hand stirrup thing to help.
Mhm.
And the guy decided not to. So the cleric decided to do the hand stirrup, and the wizard, who's like an 80-year-old man, decided to try and jump, rolled a nat 1, and I just described him pitching face first into the corner of this building.
Oh.
Just like
Wow.
catapults him into the wall.
Yes.
Sounds about right. Sounds
Alley.
about right.
Oops.
All right.
So
Revan,
we'll-
you get a pretty good overview of like the main road, a couple of side roads as you kind of maneuver around the perimeter of this roof. Is there anything specific you are looking for?
Anyone that seems to be just sort of out of the ordinary.
Mhm.
Like anyone who seems to be just kind of standing around, observing.
Gotcha. All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay, dude. Well, that's an 8.
You quickly scan the streets the best you can. You do see the bright red of the linen uniforms for everyone who seems to live here. You don't catch anything out of the ordinary. They're all seem to be like in their clusters. The sun is starting to move across the sky, getting ready to set, and you start to see that there's more people on the street, or starting to be on the street as they all come in from the work for the day. But from your vantage point, from how you've looked, you don't see anything out of the ordinary or suspicious.
All right, then I'll go back to the alley. How high up is this roof? Like fall damage high, or?
It'd be a little bit of fall damage if you just jump straight down, or you can make another check to clamber back down safely.
Well, he is going to discorporate and teleport 30 feet down using Blessings of the Raven Queen.
You guys on the alleyway are keeping an eye out when you hear a poof, poof, and behind you, Revan suddenly is there, in a
How the fuck did you
flurry
get here?
of smoke.
Yeah, he if anyone's looking, he basically turns into a ghost, discorporates, and then reappears on the ground.
So you are magic.
Yeah, I said as much as anyone else.
I mean, some of us are all magic. I'm not there. No, I'm not talking.
Some of us are all magic.
Oops, all magic.
All right, well, less than some people. Anyways, I didn't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Does seem like there's a fair number of people here, though.
Yeah,
they
from your
seem
guys' vantage point, sorry.
Friendly, or just like everyone else here?
They just seem like
I
everyone else
mean,
here.
yeah,
NPCs?
I didn't talk to any of them. I was on a roof, but I didn't see any fights or anything like that. It looks kind of like everyone's just going around the motions.
Okay. See if we can find the guy in the suit then.
All right. We'll swap scenes back to Teo and Elodie with Lachlan in tow. You make your way back to the forest line. Lachlan seems pretty well cowed at this point. And you guys make your way back to the clearing with your lander still there.
Yeah, so I do want to go into the lander and make contact with Blackwater. The idea is for him to send the other lander down, or take this lander up and then send it back down.
Sure.
I do want to let him know. I was like, I'll let you talk before I continue on.
Yeah, you make contact from the lander's communication array. The message comes back. Blackwater is like, "We're reading you loud and clear, lander team. Everything good?"
We found one of the other scavengers, or not scavengers, scouts. We believe it's your nephew, Lachlan.
You found
He
him
is
already?
unharmed, but he's not well.
He needs medical attention.
He's a flagpole sitter.
Well, he's alive, and I guess that's about as best as I can ask. Is it not something you can provide on the field down there?
He needs actual
I think
food.
He needs real food. He needs it very slowly. And I just want to tell Blackwater like how they're planting the aster root, and we're pretty sure it's not natural, and that's what's like killing the planet possibly, or at least stealing its nutrients.
There's silence when you explain the situation thus far, and before he responds, "I've never heard of this aster root or whatever it is, but
Same.
if it's doing what you say it's doing, then that would explain, a lot. I guess continue. You're the team here, so continue forward, I suppose. Keep finding the artifact, and we can get you out. But if you put Lachlan in the lander, we can bring him up, and we can examine him, and then send the lander back down. And then whenever you revisit it, we can tell you when we find anything of interest from there."
Yeah, that is a good plan.
We can't give you the long-range communications to take, unfortunately. Your comms are short-range, so if you need to get back in touch with us, you have the communications here in the lander, and the emergency beacon, but we just don't use that unless it's actually an emergency. But we'll take care of Lachlan, and we'll figure out we'll see if we can figure anything out to report back.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And I'm gonna say this like very quietly so that Lachlan isn't over here, but like we might have to tie down Lachlan because he's not in his right mind right at this moment. So don't be surprised if he's tied down.
Understood. All right.
Alrighty, Lachlan, we're just gonna buck you right in. We're gonna get you back to your uncle, okay?
He doesn't say anything, but he's pretty easy to move around as you kind of sit him down, buckle him up, tie his hands and legs together a little bit just to make sure. And you set the initiation for the recall, and you step off, and the lander, similar to the scout lander, gets flies off, breaks the atmosphere, and disappears from view. You have a feeling it's going to be a little bit of time before it returns, so you're free to your own devices now.
Eladine turns to Teo. Do you think we should have put him in the sarcophagus? Like,
Shit.
Did
It
you guys take
could.
the sarcophagus off the lander?
No.
Okay.
Not actively.
Alright, so you do not have access to the sarcophagus until the lander returns.
Yeah, that's
Do
what I
what
thought.
you will with that knowledge.
I just mail you, like,
Whoops.
I'm pretty sure it's a heart. The body part we're
I'm
after
pretty
today.
sure it's a heart. The way he was talking about it, yeah, it could be a heart.
Yeah.
Or the torso
Torso would be nice.
with the heart.
We're so nice. That's crazy.
Nice torso.
Easy to
With
carry.
torso. Roughly, a heart would
Me.
be easier to carry.
Yeah, but it's so squishy.
Oh.
Like a Valentine's card.
Oh God.
Like, go again.
Yeah, like
Okay,
one of the
yeah.
ones with,
No.
like with a bunch of chocolates in it.
Valentine.
Yeah.
Alright. We should head back to the rest of the team. Hopefully they're not dead or captured.
Yeah.
Despite our best efforts.
Definitely. Yeah, so let's start heading back. We can try putting another person in the sarcophagus if we find another person.
All right. And so the two of you head back through the forest back onto the path, and the sun is starting to move down, and his skin is starting to be tinged orange. And you see that the path is now suddenly starting to become very crowded with people, laborers coming in from the day. And there's a lot of people. They all look like they've worked hard, but you can still see that there's, despite a day of backbreaking farm labor, they all seem to be in very high spirits, very happy. And there's a general noise of a crowd about. What's both of your passive perceptions?
Passive 13.
Also 13.
I am actively looking for other people dressed like Lachlan was, since he wasn't
That-
wearing.
He was wearing the red
Oh,
ones of everyone
Damn
else.
it!
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you find other people dressed like Lachlan all around you.
Great.
You guys kind of file in with the crowd. Despite not being dressed like everyone else, you do kind of stand out a bit, but no one notices that. They walk by you, and if everyone bumps into you, they're like, "Oh, see you at the celebrations," and just very happy and cheery and everything.
See at the
However,
celebration.
as you get closer to the town wall, and the crowds start to become thicker and congregate as they all start to filter in through the single gate. Both of you make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Sure. Eight. Oh wait, no. +4. 11.
Taya.
Oh. Okay. Ooh, okay. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. Elodine, you feel a sharp crack of something hitting you in the back of the head, and your vision kind of immediately fades. And Teo, you see it. Elodine's body kind of crumples as something hit her in the back of the head. And as you turn to react, you feel something hit you hard in the back of the head. You don't go down immediately, but as you're kind of dazed and stunned, there's a bag gets tossed over your head, and strong arms wrap around you. I'd usually make me a strength or dexterity saving throw, whichever is higher for you.
That's an 18.
All right.
Ooh.
you feel these strong arms wrap around you as if they try to grapple you, and you manage to wiggle free, and you bump into the other crowd as the bag is on your head. Eladine, in your nearly dazed and completely taken out state, you're also wrapped up and taken. Teo, you stumble forward into the crowd, your head throbbing. You manage to get the bag off your head just in time to see Eladine picked up and dragged off by what looked to be a pair of Goliaths.
Ooh.
Goliaths. Okay.
Okay, am I able to try and grab a hold of Eladine?
They are moving into the crowd, so you'll need to move into the crowd to catch up with them.
Okay. As I try to catch up with them, I just tap my comms. Mayday, Eladine's been taken.
All right. With this, when this happens, we'll swap to the other half of the party. A couple minutes before that comm from Teo comes through, the three of you are waiting in front of the Myriad's mess hall, which was your agreed upon, point to reconvene. You're waiting for Teo and Eladine to come through. What are the three of your passive perceptions?
11.
15.
I heard 15, 11, and what?
14.
14. All right, excellent. I need all three of you to make a Constitution saving throw now.
Oh no.
$16.
Crit failure +2, so 3.
Okay, Revan.
Got a 13.
All right. Persephone, you watch as the three of you are kind of idly chatting, waiting for your companions to come. You hear grunting noises as you turn, and you see both Xyler and Revan kind of stagger and stumble, and then kind of slump down in front of the entrance to the bar. But before you could react or do anything, out steps the gloom a couple of suited individuals, kind of in a similar suit to the mysterious man, but they are larger in both frame and height. And you see that they're holding a hand crossbow that has been fired. You feel something stab into your thigh as well, as you also got shot, but you're able to resist what you assume to be poison. And then as you shake it and you shake out of your head, and what steps out of the gloom is the white-haired, mysteriously suited man. I would not scream if I were you.
Motherfucker.
And we'll end session there.
Ah!
The old man we were following? God damn it.
He was following us.
Shit. Well,
I'm glad we saved one person.
Yeah, we got Lachlan out. The one named NPC, that's fine.
Oh no, the others all have names. I just haven't said any of them.
Yeah.
They're just somewhere, some way. But yes, that was session. Thank you all for joining us once again on another adventure that we roll of. And once again, welcome to our new player, a new companion, a new cast member. Yay!
Yay!
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, and as the mystery of Saikar and the artifact you're seeking here begins. As always, I am your dungeon master. Today, tomorrow, maybe forever, who knows. Zell, you can find me at Zalora here on Twitch as the best place to find and need to get a hold of me or whatever you wish. I will pass it up towards Briston.
Hi, I'm Briston. You can just find me at Bri510 on Twitch. Oh my gosh, there's a command now. That's
Which
glorious.
I already need to fix.
I was gonna say that's why
Oh,
I
right.
last week and couldn't.
Well, yeah, it's just, there's a socials command there. Yay, I'm going to pin it.
Yay! Okay, D.
Oh, hi, I'm D. You can find me at DMajorQueer on all major social media platforms. Except for, I guess, never mind. That was a bad joke. Anyways, except for MySpace, because it's dead. I'm gonna toss
bring
it
MySpace
over
back.
to James.
What's up? I'm James. You can maybe find me on MySpace. I never really went and shut that down, but it's
Same.
not the same username. It's you can find me anywhere for socials under Evil Superpowers. I'm gonna throw it over to Josie.
Hi, I'm Josie. You can find me at MJ Sparkles on this. On the other socials, I have different names and I don't remember at the moment. But MJ Sparkles works, in all honesty. And I don't remember her character besides the fact that it's a droid.
Fine.
Fine.
Bind, yes, sorry. Al is at Drac backwards. You can see that on screen. And our lovely Zatel doesn't want to be perceived.
Do
Yeah,
not perceive.
Don't
was gonna
perceive
say
our
you-
rogue.
You can't find me.
Our rogue rolled high enough stealth. You can't see him. Don't perceive him.
I had a Zanga for a while. If anyone remembers Zanga.
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
Zanga.
I had a Kingdom Hearts fan page on Zanga. I don't know if it still exists. Probably not.
That's great.
We're learning so much about our cast members today.
Yes.
We are.
All right, everyone. See you next week when we dive deeper into the mystery of Saikar. I will see you all later. Goodbye. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Butchered that pronunciation. Please cut before I embarrass myself further.
Bye-bye.